Welcome everybody to round 4 of Next Up Singer season 11. It's the One Hit Wonder theme. We had a One Hit Wonder host and we also have a One Hit Wonder judge this time. Aria is here from last season, or actually you might not be a One Hit Wonder, we'll see. You might be back. She's saving us. It was almost going to just be me and Angelina, so we're very thankful that she's here today. First of all, Aria, thank you so much for being here such last minute. I mean, you went up at 5 and everything, or at 4 even, and you barely slept and you like just powered through all of the entries and stuff. Yeah, I can't believe it. You just saved all of our asses. So, because unfortunately John couldn't be here due to his university stuff. I don't know what he was doing.
He said he was like doing like documents and like, I think it was orientation. Yeah,
so that's why John isn't here right now. So like I said, she was a judge last season, a permanent judge, and she has also been a mentor in the past and a past contestant, all-star. I mean, she has basically been everything here since season 5. So she's a very rutinerad. What's that in English? Routined person on the server. Yeah. Okay. So let's get going. To save time, as usual, we're gonna paste our votes into the sheet right away and talk about the top performance and the discrepancies. There is not going to be time to go through all 20 or all 17 entries. Again, we had 3 that unfortunately were disqualified this round, so we only have 17 entries. And 11 of those are gonna be picked by us today. The 12th spot is going to go to the audience star.
Wait, can someone win top performance twice?
Yes, of course.
Okay, just making sure.
Ooh, okay, I know who your top performance.
I didn't want to. Now I'm like not sure about my top. Maybe I should change it.
Perhaps you'll get swayed by one of us. You never know.
I'm like in between 2 now. I'm just worried that the other one, I would be giving them the top performance because I like the song. So I don't know. I'll just stick with what I have.
I almost did that.
Yeah, that's a danger with these One Hit Wonders, because most likely we have heard them, or very likely we have heard them and maybe even are a big fan of the song. So I know one song that I really like, but that's one of my bottom performances.
Oh!
Not because I like the song, but it just happened to be. 1, 2, 3. Okay, interesting. Oh,
you guys with your 0.5s. Oh, I hate it.
Aria, yay! We have seen top performance.
Yes!
I don't know why, but I just knew that would happen. I don't know why.
So excited.
I know you, Aria. I know you.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting out. I don't think my other choice wasn't the same one anyway. So
I do see yours as well, Angelina. That was really good.
Oh, I do see yours too, as you
Mine's
can see by my
color.
score.
Oh my gosh. Daniel.
We have a tied score for top performance for each of our top performances. What about
Reserved.
Daniel?
Oh wait,
Honestly.
oopsies. Oh, I didn't change one of my colors.
Oh, I only have 10.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. I had 8 no's last round and I were only supposed to have 5, so.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that means you guys can convince me on one of them.
Yeah. Should we start with the top performance discussion? Since Aria is the guest judge, I think you get the honor to go first.
When I was listening to Robert's entry, I was thinking to myself, ooh, something sultry that I don't think we've ever seen from Robert before. It was such a delicate performance that not only matched the original, but ended up bringing out that classic Robert style that we've all come to know and hopefully love. And I don't know if you guys heard it, but something changed in between the MP3 submission and the Wave submission, because the Wave submission sounded better. That was just a side input, but it was just so delicate, so much attention to detail, and everything was super nuanced and well delivered, and I just really loved it.
I never listened to the MP3 version, to be honest. I just listened to the...
I don't even know which one I listened to.
So Robert, this blew me away. Is this the same Robert that consistently got a 6 for me last season and a couple of seasons before that? I feel like you finally got control of that unique sound and discovered how to use your weirdness to your advantage instead of letting it be a distraction. There's so much emotion and personality in this performance, so much dynamics. You had the subtleties like a whispery tone, and then you transition to a slightly stronger dynamic, and the way you add the soft vibrato sometimes to make your notes sparkle. It's just, oh, it's so amazing. And then the power and range and different tones. This has everything to me. This was a beautiful moment for you. It's something so unexpected to me. I mean, I never saw this coming for you. And I'm not even talking about the video, but that was also a beautiful moment. It went together with the song very well. That said, this is not a 10. It would be so cool to be able to give you that. But for one, there are some obvious cuts in this performance, since some clips are louder than others. Be aware of the volume of sound bites, so it doesn't sound as produced. Belts are too pinched and pressed. It's stylistic for you, but as far as singing technique goes, it's not correct. So you should train that in the long run. But again, I'm totally blown away.
I don't know why I gave an 8.5. I only gave one downside. You had nice emotion, you had nice harmonies, but I think they were a little too loud. I really liked the difference in tone. Like in the beginning, it was kind of more like feminine, and then you shifted back into more of like what we've heard from you. I think your diction was really good. I loved the layering, but I thought some high parts could have used more power instead of falsettos, but I did think that your falsettos were really good.
Fair enough. Do you want to argue yours, Angelina?
No, I'm good. Should I still give my reasoning?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, the reason why I chose Libis for top performance is I think it's just mainly because comparing to the other ones, I feel like she had less technical. What I would take points off of, I think she had less of. And I also liked that she kind of ventured a little bit further from what she usually shows us. Usually, for example, Wings, that was really power heavy. This one had a little more vulnerability or softer moments. She had a nice rich tone, nice vibrato, nice power, even though the song wasn't the same as Wings. Nice breathy parts, but I said be careful not to back off too much on your breath support because it causes shakiness. Nice emotion, nice pitch. And then I also said I wish it could have built a little more dynamically.
I can definitely see why you picked her. It was definitely one of my considerations as well. Or well, to be honest, there wasn't anyone who could sway me from Roberts, but but if I were to switch, I would probably pick Libis as well.
It's so interesting how Libis's tone is inherently different from the original artist, but she uses the song, doesn't let that hold her back, and instead capitalizes on this very mature and deep sort of intonation that I feel like she's growing into, sort of thing, because we haven't heard it much and it's kind of coming out through these different entries. And so I also made a note about dynamics. That's the only thing that held her back from being my favorite, because she was my top performance until I listened to Roberts. And so I noticed that there was a discrepancy of different dynamics in between the two performances, and she could have used a better showcase of range in dynamics, but that was the only thing that set the performance apart from my top.
Yeah. So for me, Libis, heavenly vocals. You showed me heaven indeed. As usual, magical vibrato. I like the transitions between chest and head voice. It's so pretty, and then I just wrote a dot, so I didn't finish my note there. Oops. It's so pretty and dot. Okay, whatever. Your exhale at the end of a note in the pre-chorus added to the emotion. The extended note at 110 sounded a bit close though. Remember not to sing the vowel E as in please, but open your mouth more, so it's more like please. If you cheat with the pronunciation to let more of your voice out, then it's gonna be more open. I wish you belted the highest notes instead of transitioning to your head voice. I think you have the range. You have an amazing range, so that would have been maybe closer to a 10 for me.
Hooney snuck in.
Into the sheet.
We also have another little friend that keeps
Oh.
trying to climb behind my desk.
She can be the fourth judge.
Hello,
Yeah,
we
but,
have Judge Sokka with us.
We have 10 collective greens?
Oh, you've already counted. First of all, did we agree on Robert being top performance?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
No fighting here. You get along so well.
I don't know if that's a good thing, but it is a good thing when we only have a limited amount of time. Oh, he said no to Iron.
Hello.
Hello?
Is that Hooney?
I'm just popping up and I saw the results and I'm like, ooh, this is within my expectation.
You're a lurker. You're a little lurker.
Hooney's making a cameo.
Yes, hi everyone.
Are you gonna join for real?
I don't think so. I'm on the way home.
Okay.
So for this one, we only talk about like disagreements, right? We don't give feedback for any of them verbally.
Just maybe Sienna and Ty because we have never talked about them in an episode so far.
Really?
Yeah. So
You've never talked about
I thought
Ty?
we talked about
Mr.
Ty.
Smooth Note Sultry Ty. Can I go first? He was actually one of my top performance considerations because I was absolutely enraptured by how well his voice fits the freaking song that he chose. I do love the song. This was the one that I almost picked because I love the song so much. And he actually did the song and performed the song really, really well. The only thing that really held him back from it was he held himself back from performing the like grittier moments and diving deeper into that more strengthened type of rougher type of singing to really juxtapose his soft and smoothness. So that's what really held him back for me on my scoring, but I want him to know that he did super well and I was really happy.
Absolutely. He always does amazing in these kind of songs. So Ty, you are the R&B king of the show, 100%. This is your genre. It's so sultry and sexy, the voice you're doing. I mean, I'm gonna play this while I study. The runs...
I thought you were gonna say something else. Oh no.
Oh, you did? Well, no, never. The runs are your forte. It's your key to success. I like this stylish reverb. It's not too much, but still adds that ethereal quality to it. There's subtle dynamics from soft to slightly stronger. I want belting from you though. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's true. I mean, I want you to... I believe this would take you to the next level. It would make you a triple threat. Then you would have the range, the runs, and the power. You are using grit now, which is a great contrast to your sweet singing, but I still need that great contrast in volume. Maybe you don't have the ability to write right now, but it can be trained in the future. But at least you know now what you can work on. I also need some versatility. You haven't given a range of vocal styles. Even in the rock round, you could still tell you were an R&B singer. So I haven't heard true versatility yet, in my opinion.
I just realized I didn't even consider his riffs, so I gave him an extra 0.5. Can we rearrange it? Because now it's wrong.
Yeah, you can add a point. It's all right. You didn't even consider his riffs. I mean, that's the whole point of this cover to me.
I don't know. I just like I think my brain just went whew. Like I just didn't even like. I was just like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah. I don't know.
Fun to listen to. I guess I wonder where I have been.
Nice tone, nice pitch overall, nice emotion, and nice riffs. Now, I might have added that last minute, but I said that your vocals were a little too loud in the mix. Like technically, I feel like the music was a lot quieter. I felt like the reverb was a little too delayed. I feel like it would sound better if it was a little quieter or smoother. At 57, the compression sounded a little strange. And then at 119, your pitch was sharp. Similar to what Arya said, I said I wish there was more power in the moments that had growl. Like, I wish you went for those a little more. And I feel like you stayed soft for too much of the song and it needed some more dynamic contrast and like power. So I gave you an 8.
So can we talk about Sienna too? Because we haven't talked about her either. And we have a no in there. Okay. I'm in love with your vibrato / tremolo. Which one is it, by the way?
I think it's vibrato.
Yeah, okay.
Vibrato, yeah.
It's so fast and impactful. It makes your notes magical. Great showcase of runs too. The control is amazing. The mix is too quiet though. I shouldn't have to turn up my volume compared to the other entries. You need more compression and EQ work in the higher frequencies. Don't forget the ESR afterwards though. From your video, it looks like you have a great mic, but the mixing or lack thereof, I should say, it's not showing your audio to its full potential. The audio was too raw. The belting was more of a mixed head and chest voice and a nasal voice rather than being a true belt. That's an area to improve on for you. I also found the dynamics too clunky. You go soft and hard, but there's not much dynamics in between those, so you need to work on the subtleties.
I actually disagree with what you said about her vibrato. I said that the vibrato sounded a little shaky. It sounded like it was being forced.
What?
Just like the way it sounds like it's not naturally like there. It sounds like it's due to breath support issues.
No, it sounds very natural.
It's really shaky in my opinion. Like
she's had that from the beginning, so I don't know how it's unnatural.
Yeah, but with this song, it really like highlight. Like I really was like I was like confused with the vibrato. I was like, I'm not sure if that sounds, because like back in my voice lessons, like I remember I like with choir stuff, I would get feedback about like, oh, be careful, you're not like unintentionally adding it. It should be your vocal folds. Like it should be like natural. Like when you sing, it should naturally like come out instead of like, oh, if you're trying to like add more, it could be bad for your throat. But moving past that, I said the riff was a little pitchy in the beginning, and I think the beginning, like the haze, could have been more energetic since it's the beginning of the song. I feel like you could have used a bit of that like beginning time for the rest of the song. I maybe would have cut some of that. You had nice tone, nice emotion. Some of the harmonies were a little bit pitchy and the timing was slightly off. And similar to what Petri said, there was not enough contrast between the verses and the chorus. I wish it was a little more dynamic and like obvious with the build and power.
Wait, sorry. Did you agree on the dynamics point that I had? That it was clunky? Okay, good. So then at least like, we heard something similar.
I didn't describe it as clunky. I just said that like I wish it was like I feel like there wasn't enough contrast.
I think the subtleties were missing. I mean that they're soft and then it's suddenly loud and there's nothing in between, kind of.
Yeah, like there's no build. It's just like.
I also had a comment to make about her vibrato. It sounds, from what I listened to, that she has little control over the vibrato, which it led to a less enjoyment of the overall performance for me. I like her voice itself. That tone is kind of light, poppy, almost ethereal sounding, which is so unfortunate that it just didn't seem like it matched the song. It kept up decent energy with the original piece with some impressive runs, but it didn't stand out as something spectacular. She didn't own the piece. She didn't do more than just try to keep up with it, and I feel like the song itself outpaced her.
This actually takes me back to round 2 last year, where we had a guy named Chris Barrett, and his vibrato was also kind of similar. It was very fast and almost like a tremolo, and for some reason I really love that, and you guys always see that as a problem.
It's not a problem if it's in the right song. This is not the song to display that kind.
But isn't it okay to make songs your own, though? Can't it be a completely different version?
For me, when vibrato sounds like that, it shows that you don't technically, like you're not technically polished in that aspect. Typically, when it sounds like that, it means that your breath support, something's going on with it, and it's not like a choice, really. Maybe she's purposely adding it, but in that case, like I don't think you should purposefully like add vibrato to what you would normally have. So
All right.
If she had moments in the
not
piece
good
where
for
she did it instead of throughout the entire thing, then I think that would be a great stylistic technique.
Yeah.
However, it's throughout the entire performance, which is what makes it a detractor. It's like, I don't enjoy listening to Christina Aguilera. She puts too many runs in her pieces.
She's my favorite artist.
So, I'm
So
sorry, Petri.
that's why we're not gonna see eye to eye to this, because I love that kind of singing.
Yeah, I'm kind of like separate. Mine has nothing to. Mine wasn't really based off of stylistic choices. It's kind of just vocal health. Little unsure whether or not that's her breast support.
If it is hurting her voice, then I can see why you dropped her that low, because vocal health should be the main priority.
It's not hurting
It
her
doesn't-
voice, it just limits her being able to improve in the future. She's gonna hit a very harsh roadblock.
It's not like vocal health to the point where like when you strain when you belt, but like I heard from one of my past vocal teachers that if you keep doing it, by the time you're like older or like middle age, your voice will literally sound like it'll sound like shaky. Like I don't know. It causes problems. I don't know the exact in detail scientific reason, but apparently it can affect your voice in the long term, not short term.
Then it's fair enough.
We need to argue for one person to go in.
Okay. And I'm gonna argue for the awesome Ira. I mean, you still gave her pretty high score still. So for me, Ira, I love your low range. It's so sultry and full of expression. It's a bit of a quiet mix though. You need to be more wary of that. I mean, I understand it's a dynamic performance, but we still need to be able to hear it without raising our volumes. You have a clear tone in the higher register. I appreciate that you showed more maturity this round in your voice by focusing on your lower register. You have a wide range, actually. You needed some belting and sustained notes to be close to a 10 for me, but still it's a pretty high score for me. The higher register wasn't that high and a little too nasal. It needs to be trained away, so that's more of a long-term issue. The enunciation was better than last round, but it still suffers a little. The pitch is much better as well.
I also agree with like the mix thing. The volume is a little quiet. I thought the performance was good. I said nice tone, style, nice pitch, nice emotion. But I thought that this song was very one note and safe. There's not a lot of dynamics. Even for versatility, I think this one lacks that like more intensity and contrast. So I didn't put her through because I felt like this song, I just don't think it was a good choice. It should have shown like both sides, like more belting and then also like that lower register and that more like smooth voice. I feel like this was a poor song choice.
I think it was a good song choice regarding the feedback that she got from me last round, because I talked about her voice being immature. So I think this showed that she's listening to my feedback as well. So that's why I voted her through.
I think out of all of them, I wouldn't mind if the awesome Ira went through, because I did like her sultry take on the performance. But there was hardly a change with the dynamics in the performance at all. She tried to incorporate a little bit of it with the clarity at the end, but it still felt unsure. I'm unsure if she knows how to do dynamics more than dramatic dynamics. Like, does she know how to emote through the song to make a difference between soft and softer and a range of just nuances in emotions rather than just the difference between soft and belt? That's what I'm wondering. And I would like to see that from her, which I think that she can deliver in the future. But overall, I was disappointed with this performance.
All right, fair enough. By the way, I actually thought that you were gonna vote Drew in Aria because you love the comedy entries. I
do love the comedy entries. I do.
Yeah,
I thought I was going to vote Drew in too, but it was just, like Angelina said, not it.
We're talking about Drew?
Not it.
Yes, we are.
Maybe Huni can use his star on him, hopefully.
Sorry?
Are you gonna...
Huni's like, no.
Maybe you want to use your star on Drew?
Okay, so we were talking about Drew. No.
Oh. Okay.
Oh!
I mean,
my goodness.
I can't because I voted him out, so that would be kind of weird. But
That would be kind of weird.
I think the reason why I said no in the first place for him is just that, well, I did get that this was a joke kind of song, but I was kind of disappointed on how he delivered it. Like,
Yeah.
when
I
I,
do think
actually
that-
heard it, this was the only entry that I actually properly listened to. I haven't like heard the rest, but like when I heard his, I was actually with Callus too at the when I listened to it, and we were like, "Hold on, what is this?" That's to put it nicely. I don't know if what I'm about to say would be out there, so I will hold it in.
Yeah, I definitely think there was a better way to deliver it. I think there was just way too much of the sounds. Like, you know, like the section where it's like just like random sounds. Like I just don't understand why that would have been like, I don't know why he would have thought that would be a good choice to have half his entry just be like
I could have
saying
got it.
that.
It was just like a little bit.
and also like his melody was really like quiet. Like you could barely hear the melody compared to the harmonies, and it was just really, it was kind of disappointing.
Did any
Did you
of you
notice he
guys
was flat leading
know
up
this
to the
song?
chorus?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Who doesn't
This
know
was
this song?
so popular in
Yeah.
Oh
like
my
2016, Petri.
Yeah, I just want to check. So
I'm so sad because the ending, he sounds like a really good artist because of his tone and his delivery of grit. But if that's all you have going for you in a piece, then that's not much.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
I actually have some
think I want
positive feedback too.
I think I want to add something about Drew, and it's that the only. Sorry, Drew, if I am like a little mean on you because like, well, you were like my top performance for second round, so like I was
Yeah, that's why
expecting
I
you
thought
to like.
you were gonna save him now. Oh.
No, that's the thing. Like I expected something in return for like my trust, but
Oh.
like I expected something from my trust of him being able to like deliver from the second round, and then on the third round I'm seeing a little pattern, and then I was proven true when this round happened, and I was like, okay, I heard the first few seconds and I was like, wait, is this going where I think it's gonna go? It didn't. So I was so sad when I heard, especially the chorus. I will let you know that it was indeed purposely sung as a joke. It was successful, that's for sure. But in terms of like competition wise, I don't think the things that you were doing in the cover worked out in your favor. So I think like for constructive criticism, especially during your pre-chorus when you added those like harmonies, the harmonies were a little off key. The fact that it's actually harmonies even made it worse that it's off key from the main melody. The way you like try to express during the chorus after what does the fox say? I kind of shake my head throughout the thing because it definitely should have been taken as a joke, but I didn't, and I think that made me mad. I'm so sorry, Drew.
Yeah, so for me, I actually really appreciate the effort to show versatility with a pop song. This song was actually made as a joke by a Norwegian comedy duo. They intentionally made it as bad as possible, and it got massively popular instead. So that really proved something about society. We love memeing and lifting stupid things up instead of things that are actually truly great. I do love the comedy. Believe it or not, I actually do have a sense of humor, and this made me laugh and everything. Was it great for a competition? Definitely not. You are showing more dynamics than usual, though. I mean, you have a soft voice in the beginning, and then you belt in the chorus. It's difficult to get that much dynamics with rock songs generally. But a lot of the song is not even singing. It's making funny noises, and it doesn't really come off as someone who's trying to win to me or even get to the next round. I understand this competition is not life-changing, but still, I do prefer serious entries. You can do comedy entries, but then they need to be dead spot on, and this was not. There's a lot of pitchy moments and some strain, lots of energy and confidence though. But I'm overall not happy with this, I'm afraid. If you make it through, I was gonna say, but unfortunately you did not. But if you had made it through, then I wanted you to go in the other direction and make me feel something. I still wanna hear that from you in some way. Maybe you can post a cover in the server or something. I don't know. I did enjoy the distortion in your voice though, and the harms, so that's why you're still above average score to me. I did waver between a 5 and a 6, so it's gonna be a 5.5.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the way he approached it too was still kind of like from his rock roots. It did still feel like,
yeah, especially in the end. Yeah,
a ton of the feedback that we gave about versatility. This song, like at the end of the song, like the very end of the song, I feel like it's actually not bad. Like I mean, like
it was good at the end.
No, I'm talking about like the actual song. I don't remember if it was in his entry. I'm gonna be honest. The noises kind of just drowned out everything.
Well, everything after the noises was actually pretty nice to listen to.
Yeah.
It was everything leading up to the noises was very flat.
I feel like he could have cut it more. I don't think he needed to include that many. Just one or two.
I'm saying.
Yeah, Hooney's raging. We can't see what he looks like.
Yeah, no, but in all honesty, outside of the chorus, things were decent to good. But when those chorus hits, oh lord.
Well, you know, in the delivery, he could have cut the noises out by going like, "What does the fox say?" Then like go totally rock screamo to it. Ah, da 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 da. And that would have been a really great change from the original to be like, "Oh, you thought that I was gonna include the wacky noises, but you know, here's my actual range that I can belt," sort of thing. And that would have been spectacular. That would have took me out.
Yeah.
I don't know why you did this.
That's like,
to be honest,
that's one way to like take some artistic liberty to make it not too joke kind of song. That's another one way to like say it. And then another way would be like, what does the folk say? And you pull out the choir move. Like that would have been like so much better than actually pulling out the noises.
I don't know about that.
Should we move on?
I'm just
let's move on.
Let's move on.
Yeah,
I will stay silent again.
I'm actually curious about your guys' feedback for Daniel.
I'm so sad.
Yeah, that's a discrepancy.
I mean, I see why you guys, I see it now. Even looking at my feedback, I'm like, yeah, I understand.
I mean, he did get best performance last round, so it would be...
That's why I was like,
interesting to
dang.
talk about him this round, about the big fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hate that storyline when you go from the top to the bottom, but sometimes that's just the case. I don't know. Maybe they just take a too big of a risk the next round because they think they're safe or something. I don't know.
On top of the world.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Daniel, I like the attempt at versatility. Your tone is completely different this time. There's no rock quality. Instead, it's more poppy and softer. There's no low range too. You focused on your higher range. Though the timing was a bit off, especially in the beginning. I don't know what it is with piano songs. For some reason, most contestants struggle with the timing in those. Instead, I would advise you to use a metronome when recording. You can find the tempo online, so you know what to set it to. Or use the original as a guide, especially for the part without drums, which seems to be extra hard. I also hear strain in your voice. I see what you were trying to do with the tone and the range, but sometimes it's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. This is just not you, at least not right now. You started off as a bass when you first entered this competition. Now you have a much wider range, but you don't have a tenor pop voice. So the song choice didn't do much for you, I'm afraid. You need to know your limitations and work on them, but you shouldn't submit a work in progress as an entry. It should be solid, supported, on pitch and on time. On top of this is not on theme. Westlife is a huge band and this is not even their most popular song, so I don't really know. I mean, I only detracted half a point because it's the only song to chart in the US, so by that definition it could be a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, but that's not the definition of a one-hit wonder, not even according to the description in the schedule, even though that was kind of vague. You only needed to look at their Spotify and then you would see it. They don't really fit. To end on a positive note though, I enjoyed the belting in the end. It was this contrasting moment that the song really needed.
Should I go next?
Yes, you can. Get something positive in here.
Oh god, I don't know if mine's positive. I'm wondering why I gave such a high score. Honestly, maybe it was the bias, the fact that like I knew what he was capable of, so I like.
Maybe the fact that he won last round.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I might have to. Can I subtract some now?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it down to a 6. Mainly, the thing that stood out to me was your tone. I just thought it was a bit strange and like it was almost like forward nasally. Maybe you were trying to go for that pop tone, but I don't think you implemented it correctly. Especially your riffs, they sound really forward and like not placed correctly. I did say your motion and pitch was nice though. I think that was the majority of my points I gave you. Your reverb was too much in my opinion. It really distracted me. Like I was struggling to like listen to the song. The delay was off from like what you would sing. And I said your mix sounded really compressed for this type of song. Those are mainly just technical mixing things. But then I said high harmony. Your high harmony was a little off timing wise. There was a sudden beat drop in the song and I said I wished it brought more dynamics and intensity. That would have been a great moment to implement like, wow, like power, dynamics. And then I think I said that the cut at the very end was weird. That was just a nitpick though.
I was overwhelmed with how much the mix is saturated with treble. I didn't like that at all. And there were moments, which is why I scored the song so high, is because the moments where his tone is on point, he's on point. And if he sang the song like that the whole entire way, then this would easily be an 8 or a 9. However, there are other moments where his tone completely falls off. And instead of being rich, he falls into this weird, strained, almost nasally quality. It gives me whiplash because it goes back and forth throughout the entire piece. So that's why I ultimately was like, no, I can't in confidence send him through, because if you don't have control over a solid delivery, then you don't have control.
Yeah, that's so sad. I mean, his potential from last round was just insane. But maybe rock is his thing and they don't have the versatility, at least right now. I know
we need
that was
to
the case
choose
for
to
someone
put
else.
in. Are we putting in is it Ira? I don't even know how to say her name, really. I know I'm not putting in any of those bottom ones. Maybe Will? I might be down for Will, but
I liked Will's. There was nothing technically wrong with it.
I just thought it was too, like, every single entry so far has been, like, basically really theatrical, performative, and we haven't seen any of his more vulnerable and, like, softer moments. That's why I didn't put him through, because he hasn't really taken that feedback of, like...
And I did hear technical issues in his performance. We can talk about it if you want to.
I think, his higher notes were a little strained.
Yeah, if this is the one you would argue to get in, Arya.
No, I said I wanted it to go to Ira.
Yeah,
okay.
I think Ira, because like before I realized, I keep forgetting that it's top 11 or like -1. I put Ira through up until me going to top 11. So I mean, I'd be down to.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Angelina, I understand why you voted this way on Michael. I will talk about Michael's performance because I didn't like it. But I also gave it a higher score because it wasn't offensive. It was executed well. It was performed well. It's just there was something about the tone. I don't know if it was the key he was singing in, if he sang everything either a little sharp or I don't know what happened. There was just something off with the treble in his voice and the fact that there was hardly any gentleness to the performance, that I just didn't like it at all. But I couldn't score it low because it wasn't bad.
I actually disagree. I don't think he delivered it well. My main thing was that his tone was too forward, and I also thought it was way too talky in the beginning. And I think there was a lack of phrasing, and that's why I voted him out. It just seemed like the telltale signs of like someone who's not as practiced. Usually, like verses will be more talky instead of like Like, I feel like an experienced singer knows how to make those, like, even boring moments sound good. And I just think it sounded really talky and really flat. Like, not flat, like, pitch-wise, but flat, like, energy or, like, just like something that would be like, oh, that sounds good. It just kind of fell flat. Like, I don't know.
Great range and dynamic showed. You have improved since last round. The harmonies are properly panned. I can tell you have experience in mixing and audio production. I got a bit worried in your second entry, which was the live entry, but you showed now the other side of you, so that's good. The mix is a bit too loud though in the chorus and onwards. It could use some more balancing work. There's some peaking. You are slightly fat in slightly fat. You are slightly flat in the end of the first phrase and some after that, but that's not a big deal. I also think your belts are slightly thin. The very top of your range sounds pressed. Overall, it was great though. I really appreciate belters in this competition. Again, you can always improve that with training though. I love the grit and you maintained that from last round, so that was a good lesson to bring forward into your next entries. So, good job. We don't have that much time. We have already picked our top 11, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
There's only really one that I actually strongly disagree with. I kind of want to talk about that.
Wait, which one?
It's Heiso. I mean, I am glad in a way that he got through because I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I am very upset. You gave him such a low score.
I don't understand his.
I don't understand how you gave him such a low score. That was amazing.
That was not amazing.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, really? Really? I really liked it. I didn't think there was anything like.
Okay, I was gonna say I am glad that he got through because I know what he's capable of, but I am so not a fan of his entry this round, and let me tell you why. So first of all, a very nice round tone and soft vocals. I like the contrast between the high EQ in the intro and the full sound in the verse. But when you have a 2-minute limit, you don't start with a 1-minute intro and the first verse. That was a terrible choice to me. I mean, there's so much pure instrumental without singing in this song. In a singing competition, you don't do that. With a time limit, you should choose the best part of the song, not the first part of the song. The beginning is always the most boring introduction to the song. It's like warming you up to what's to come later, and here it's warming us up to nothing. There's no dynamics at all or range or anything. There's also some pitch issues. It's sing-songy throughout. It's kind of like a wasted entry to me. I appreciate that you submitted something at all because not everyone did. And also, I understand you had to rush it, but still, it's not really competitive in comparison to most of the others. If you stay, which you did, I hope you return to the quality of last round or even better. Last round officially got me on board on the Heiso train, but this round I was thinking of stepping off.
I just think a 5.5 is a little too low. Like,
that's what you get for bad choices. Choices are way more important than your voice, actually. He has an amazing voice, but he made a bad choice.
Your choices have consequences.
Yes.
I don't think the effect is so much to where you deduct that many points, because I do think that, like, even
but
with
where
that...
do the points come from then? What am I supposed to... I mean, where do the 8s come from? I don't understand.
I said he had nice.
You want me to
tone,
show you
nice
my whole score
emotion,
sheet?
Nice phrasing,
Yeah.
nice pitch, nice harmonies, good diction. Those were my points.
But there was so little singing, though. There's so much instrumental.
Think so. I didn't think.
And where is
maybe
the dynamics?
Yeah, okay, I did say the dynamics were lacking, but I don't know. I just thought it was good. I thought it was good. I don't know. Maybe I just like the song.
But it's not an 8.5 or an 8.
Okay.
No way.
You're outvoted. I'm just kidding.
Well,
That's your show.
I think I should clear up that my 8s are pretty much this is inoffensive.
Oh, I didn't realize
So
Aria
there
was...
were a lot of offensive entries then to you.
My 7s are
Dang.
you're on the edge, buddy. And my 6 and below is I can't believe you did this to me.
Dang. Okay, your scoring's completely different from me.
If
my
it's-
eights are like good.
For me, if it's 5 or above, I liked it, but it wasn't competitive. If it's that
I'm like,
much.
it's a singing competition. If it's not an 8 or higher, then why is it get? Sorry.
Because there's a
Yeah.
lot of other singers that got lower.
I don't know. I really liked that one. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like, maybe I'm biased. Maybe I just like, maybe I like the song and I also like his voice. I don't know. But I
Well,
thought he
you
had a
know-
lot of positives too.
The song completely fit his voice, even though he
Yeah.
has a gruffer, heftier edge to his voice. It was like the song melded to his voice like a glove. That was really good choice of song in my opinion, because it's quite rare that you get something that encapsulates your voice so much, even when you're having to rush through it. And I did say there's not too much in terms of dynamic or creative
Yeah.
changes from the original. So I would like to see more of that, which is what kept it from being spectacular. But in my book, it was a step above somebody like Ira's performance.
Yeah, it might have been a good song choice if you picked the right part of the song. Maybe if you did a later part.
I think he did though. I was about to write that too, but then I listened to it and I was like, wait, this is the later part of the song. Am I tripping?
I thought it was the
I feel
intro.
like he-
It was a very
No.
long instrumental part at least.
I'm pretty sure he cut it to where maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I definitely remember listening to it and I'm like, why did he only sing the beginning? So then I listened to the original song and I was like, wait, is this actually the end?
Well, it
'Cause even the
it
original song-
sounded like an intro, and that's the important part. If there is no
There
more
isn't a super-
exciting part,
is-
then pick another song.
Here, let me listen to it. The highest part in this part is it doesn't go that high. It's just like the part where it's like it's like the only change. The song's very repetitive.
Yeah. So then it wasn't a great song choice after all.
Yeah.
Because he
Yeah, but I
is
don't-
capable of getting best
Yeah.
performance, I think.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I think I gave him such a high score because there wasn't really much he could do with this song. And instead of like, I don't know, maybe it's just because I liked the song, so I was biased.
Oh no. Well, like I said, I am fine with him going through based on his voice, not on the performance necessarily. But yeah, I'm not gonna argue that further. I'm actually happy we get to hear more of him.
I thought it was offensive because like you put Drew at a 5.5, so you're saying his performance was equal to Drew's choices.
Yeah, because they both made bad choices. So
No way! You cannot say that Drew made the same amount of bad choice. You cannot say that. Heiso actually tried. Like,
But
I mean, I feel like
but there was parts in Drew's performance that I liked as well, like his grit.
yeah, but his
And
is
I
like
couldn't
his
really-
is like a joke.
Yeah,
Like
they're still both red, so I didn't like them enough to get through either way. So
I just think it's funny. I think it's funny when Arya just has a column that says enjoyment.
I do. It matters. It matters. Like, if you're able to make a song enjoyable, that is a plus in your favor. Do you know how hard it is to make one-hit wonders enjoyable? Because a lot of them are repetitive. A lot of them are poppy songs in which, if you don't have the correct type of performance, then you take away from the enjoyment of the overall piece. So,
but that sounds
makes
really subjective though.
Yeah, that's why I was like, because like
I guess judging is
it is
subjective
only
overall.
1 point
Still,
because
so-
Arya only gave it 1 point compared to like more technical stuff.
well, that's why if like somebody was like on point with everything technically, but I just didn't enjoy the piece, then they would get a 9 because it's like, yeah, you performed it really well, but for what? I didn't feel any connection to it.
So we have decided the top 11. Great job, guys. It was so fun to have you here, Arya. It was a long time no see. I hope you will be back again. Who knows?
It is.
Yeah.
I'm like a fairy. She's a fairy.
She comes and she goes. You never know when. At the point of this recording, I haven't uploaded the actual episode yet, so we have no idea how the voting is gonna go. It's gonna be exciting to see who the audience is going to. Hope it's one of the ones that I considered. So let me know if you want to use a star or something. Not you, Arya. Sorry, you're just a guest judge. But Arya,
I'm
or
good.
Angelina, or John. So
I feel like I don't even know. I feel like I'm so strict with my choices that I'm like, I don't think. Actually, maybe at the end. I don't think I would use it this early on though.
You don't have to use your star ever, actually.
I know, but like it's a thought. I kind of forget about it every single time.
I'm kind of sad to see Daniel go, but like
I know. No.
objective wise, yeah, it's what it is.
Yeah, me too. I think it was rushed, to be honest.
It's funny when I.
I did see that. Yeah. Wait, can I see myself?
Oh,
Uni!
where are you?
Hi. Good decisions made overall.
Yeah.
So
that was fast. Okay.
yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Stick around so you don't miss the upcoming results. If you like the show, please consider subscribing, giving a thumbs up, and leaving a comment.